Changes, changes, and more changes. This is Inside Maple. Hi and welcome to Inside Maple, the place where change is as rare as a flaming katana. I'm your common host, David. Please know that if you came to this video expecting to get the typical stuff about the game and whatnot, you're way off. Today I'm making a stance and discussing the new KMST changes. And maybe about the mechanic job. Maybe. First off, all classes have been changed, for better or for worse. Please note that the changes are not set in stone as they are still in testing, but there are some key things to note. Blizzard, Meteor, and Genesis all have a 30-second cooldown at max level. Brandish is now a third job skill, and Brave Slash now replaces Brandish. Spell Masteries have been added, Shadowers now have Flash Jump, Assaulter attacks 3 times now, and the most shocking part, Shadowers now get Shadow Partner. These are only a few of the changes, mind you, but classes aren't the only thing that got changed. The accuracy, magic defense, physical defense, and avoid formulas have also been changed. To add to this, all classes now have a base critical chance. The user interface has been redone completely, and looking for the better if you ask me. The option of a wider resolution is also very nice. There could be the possibility to switch back to the classic skin, but that however has yet to be confirmed. The experience changes have been huge as well. The amount of experience needed to level has been severely reduced. All the maps seem to have changed, and the town's locations seem to have been moved. No longer do you have to go to Alinea to get to Orbis or Erevi. You go to the center of the continent to a place called Port Road, which has all the boat stations there. Also, 2 new places, Edelstein and Leben Mines, have been added. Please note that it's only the strings for 2 new locations and not the actual maps themselves. The world map has also been altered as well, and to include NPCs whenever you hover the cursor over a map in a list, as well as the monsters there and what level they are, which seems to be a nifty tool that's been long overdue. Some skill animations have changed. One example is that Heal has had its animation changed for those being healed and a Cleric casting Heal. The damage formula has been changed to where a secondary stat also plays a role in your damage. The new damage formula goes by this. For max damage, it's the multiplier times the main stat times 4, plus the secondary stat times the attack or magic attack divided by 100. For your minimum damage, it will be your base mastery plus mastery skills times the max damage. The multiplier is what weapon you are using, and each weapon has a different multiplier. One-handed swords have a 1.1 multiplier, one-handed axes have a 1.1 multiplier, one-handed blunt weapons have a 1.1 multiplier, daggers have a 1.3 multiplier, wands have a 0.88 multiplier, staffs have a 0.88 multiplier, two-handed swords have a 1.29 multiplier, two-handed axes have a 1.27 multiplier, two-handed blunt weapons have a 1.27 multiplier, spears have a 1.49 multiplier, polearms have a 1.49 multiplier, bows have a 1.15 multiplier, crossbows have a 1.35 multiplier, claws have a 2.0 multiplier, knuckles have a multiplier of 1.7, and guns have a multiplier of 1.6. The monster defense system has also been changed as well. Monsters, almost all, will block 10% of your damage. Some will block 20% of your damage, while bosses block 25% of your damage. But because things are still changing, it's hard for me to tell you guys how things are going. Either every week or every other week it seems that changes are taking place, and things are changing. For example, Brave Slash had an ultra-fast attack speed, but now it's slowed down. But where does this leave you, the player? Well, it means that luckless mages are officially dead. Why? The new accuracy formula requires luck for mages to even hit things. But it seems dexless warriors are not dead yet, as their accuracy is based purely on level. It seems Nexon is tired of seeing these greedy little damage-obsessed freaks by saying, "Hey, we're killing you off because you're messing with the class in a way it wasn't supposed to be." Does this mean that dexless warriors, pirates, and Siths are gonna die? Possibly due to the fact that this is still in testing stages. Percent equips before allowed players to hit max damage before, now they can only hit 40k or so per hit, or at least this hero does. Now my 2 cents in this? Don't quit a character just because of this. Things are not set in stone, and when they are, it will be 6 months to a year before we can get the changes. However, the update is going to be released in KMST on the 8th of July, the Resistance released on the 22nd, and the Mechanic job possibly on the 12th of August. Sadly, no real news is up for Mechanic but this image. With all that, that is essentially the updates as of now. If you want to read your class-specific updates, check the underbar and click the link below. I'm not going to address all the changes here for skills because it is a very huge list. But regardless, check in later for any new news on the new Maplestory.